Well then, welcome. Got a lot of work still to do on the railway, and I've just lifted all of the wooden planks that I put down to kind of protect the painting that I'd done before. Paint is okay, a bit of debris that's found its way underneath, but that's okay as well. Bit of sweeping up. I still have this little kind of conundrum about the exact location of the set of points. The set of points that I've referred to before. If you've seen previous episodes in this sort of mini-series, you'll kind of understand where the set of points are. It's these ones here, right in front of the shed. And there's kind of three places, a little bit further away, in the middle, or nearer me here. I think I'm going to go for the kind of middle ground option, but basically in front of the door. Hi, I'm Warren Brand and welcome to another Linleys video. So the focus today is very much about getting track down from the junction there around the side of the shed here, all the way down through Linleys Main, but the suburban lines, and all the way through, if I can, see how time goes. I've only got 2 or 3 hours today. All the way through to tidy up this gravel and rubbish and get the cable bundles in underground. That's going to be very exciting. That'll be a real achievement. Cable bundles in underground, through the tubing and up into the station signal box, kind of operations cabinet. You've seen me look and wonder about the location of these points, but at some stage I have to actually fix the damn things down, don't I? And I think this is where they're going to go, forgetting the fact that there's a shed. The priority is the railway, and in fact this just there is the perfect position, and I'm going to fix it with 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. Let's go for gold. Let's do it. Now I'll give the screws here an extra little tapping down because the plugs are still about 5–10 mil proud of the concrete. Obviously I can't tap them below the sleeper top without striking the screw down a little bit as well. There we are. That's not a very good screwdriver bit, is it? I think we'll change that. Good. Well, I won't be running trains on this branch line this year at all, but I'm keen to just get a little bit of track in just to make sure the alignment is right and it'll look a little bit more complete as well. So I'll just get this piece in anyway. Just about there, I think. Little tap. Push the plug all the way in. Making good progress here actually. I've done all of this sort of S-piece around here. I haven't filmed all of it, you know, laying track by the yard. It's kind of laying track by the yard really. This is going to be interesting because I need to make sure that the track is nice and straight, and I'll use a nice long straight edge for that. but also the right distance from the platform edge to the rail. I really don't know what the exact standard is for G-scale or gauge 1. I'm erring on the cautious side, giving a little bit more space than perhaps is necessary, and I'm going for 50 millimeters from the center line of the track to the platform edge. 50 mil. That much. Now, that's ample. The large G-scale trains, they don't hang over the edge of the sleepers really at all. And a standard sort of scaled carriage or loco would certainly be well within the width of the sleepers. So for a straight track through the platform, that's actually going to be a large gap. But I just don't know. Maybe live steam might stick out a little bit more. I don't know. So I go for 50. I've just moved that. So I go for 50 millimeters. Well then, making very good progress with the S-bend and the approach to the main station, on the suburban line. But now I'm going to switch across and work on the up line on the suburban and just bring this track back. However, there's a stop signal here and 2.2 meters, 2.2 to 2.5 meters beyond the stop signal, I need a track circuit brake. I need to measure that and get that in. Almost forgot. Right, so here is 2 meters. Oh, that works out really well. That's 2, and that's 2.4, which I might as well just go for 2.4. Excellent. I think I showed you last time how these little insulated joiners work. They're plastic, of course, little separating little point in the middle, so the pieces of track can't actually touch each other, and they're held with plastic supports as well. So there's a little, difficult to see actually, little bit of plastic in between the rail ends. Can you see that? Little bit of plastic inside. They're strong enough, not good to use on a curve because the track needs to be fairly well gripped at the ends, but on straight they're ample, they're fine. So as long as the track lengths are just perfect, the little insulator joiners ensure that there's a small gap of about like 1 or 2 millimeters to keep the rail ends apart. And to fairly sort of subtly mark the position of the insulated brakes in the track, I just add a little disc of red track side. Oh dear, I popped in for a bite to eat and a coffee, and while I was munching away, realised out the window that it had started raining. I had all my tools out, so I dashed out and put them away. I've stopped for a moment. I don't know how much more it's going to rain. It has eased up at the moment. But I've done well overall, but not completed all of what I wanted to do. Let's have a look, see what I've done so far. So joining into the suburban track that I'd laid before, got the points in for that junction, committed to that now. looks pretty good actually. All the way around, joining up from this little loop around here, down straight through the track, and then of course I just stopped at the end of the platform there. I've done a little bit more on the up suburban, working back through towards the station, but not finished that yet. What I'd like to do next is tidy up all this dusty bit, some of the grindings and general dust around the garden, clear the grooves out and lay the cable bundles and aim to get them in, like I said earlier, in underground and up into the signal box cabinet. There's always a bit of sweeping up to do. Well, as you can see, this piece of the track bed hasn't been painted, but I'm not bothered. It's going to be another one of those moments when I have to relift the track yet again. Through here, if you've been following along with earlier discussions about this part of the track area, there will be a double diamond crossover. I haven't built them yet. I won't be using it because I haven't got the main running lines in. So for the moment, I'm just going to lay some straight through track. I'll have to lift it and I'll do the painting later on as well, all the way through and joining up with the other track. So no painting for the moment. It's amazing how quickly these grooves get all bunged up with rubbish. They're easily cleaned out though. I'm just using these old little lumps of wood just to kind of hold the cable bundles in the groove for the time being. As the cable bundles get to this sort of transfer point, they need to bend round, go down. There's some little holes here I'll have to clean out, down into here. And there are already a few cables. See, there. In fact, one of them I don't need to keep anymore, but they're handy to leave for the moment. So there we are. Let's have another look in here. So that's the pull string I put in before, so I can use that to pull new cables through. Brilliant. I have attached the drawstring, here we go with the drawstring, through the little channel here to the end of the cable bundle, trying to make sure that it's nice and tapered and no knotty bits, so it's easy to float through, giving the hole a bit more of a clear. There was a cable in there, two cables actually, but I've taken them out. They are redundant for the time being. It's a bit complicated to explain why, but with a little bit of luck, well, a load of luck maybe, that should draw through, and this will take us into this point here, and then I've got to get it all the way up into the main cabinet. So that's good first through there. So just keep pulling that back for the time being to that point there, tidy up this corner here, and that one will come in along from here. I need to clear out some of that dust as well. Got to be careful not to damage the cable bundle, obviously with the scraping trowel. That'd be a shame if I damage the cable. You can see I didn't quite get the mark, the measurement in the right place here. That should be here, and this, in fact, this junction point here, branch, should be here. It's okay. It doesn't really matter too much. There we are. That is excellent. So that's the first one in. Next up, I've got to get a drawstring through here, which I haven't got yet. So I'm just going to use a fairly stout piece of wire and hopefully, oh yes, that's it. That's good. And now this can act as a drawstring, a draw wire, I suppose, for the other set of bundles. I do need to do a little untangling, I think, here. There we go. Oh, those red marks seem to line up okay, don't they? There we go. And then these need to be attached to the pull wire and to pull through. Now it'll be a bit tighter getting that bundle in, that double bundle, but should go. The diameter of the point is certainly bigger than that without the muck. Taping the set of wires together so they don't all get knotted and tangled while I'm trying to draw them through. A few moments prep makes it easier when you do the job, he says confidently. So hook the first one on and I'll take that up in a moment. Sort the next one out. Right, well, with both cable bundles securely attached and I've taped it so it's sort of tapered slightly, I'm hoping, but they won't go in easily, but I'm hoping I will actually get them in without too much effort. But we shall see. Might need a bit of working. Oh yes, that's it. We're through. Hurrah! Oh, that is good, because that branch point here is in perfect position on this transfer point. Ideal. So get that one in first, bear it down. Will that go? No, I'm going to get this one in first, bear it down, and then this one around on top. There we are. Look at that. That is perfecto. That is very good. The challenge will be to get another cable bundle in there later down the line. The main up will need to have a cable in here, and the main down will need another cable in here. This one will be tight. I know the pipe size is big enough. It's just the muck factor, but I'll get another one in. That'll be all right. The next phase of this little project is actually very straightforward, because that's a 110mm 4-inch flexi pipe that very easily will accommodate just these 3 bundles. The trick is though, although I've got a drawstring that goes from here to there, if I use this and pull these cables through, then when I want to draw more in, I don't have a drawstring to pull through. So as I pull this bundle through, I'm going to draw in another string to leave so that I can use that in the future as a drawstring. Good. All tightly tied, nice and tidy, slightly tapered. That's not going to come off. So let's just begin by feeding that slightly up the pipe. In fact, I could probably just push them up, to be honest. But let's make it easy, since I've got a drawstring. There we go. Yeah, look. There we are. There we are. And now these cables will come up and at various places connecting with a connection bay here, ready for the modules above. So that's perfect. That is excellent. Yeah, the light's going. Didn't rain too much more, but I've been sheltering under the temporary roof here and some trees. Done well overall. Haven't completely laid all the track that I wanted, but I can easily finish that next time. There's more to do anyway. As always, thank you very much for watching this episode and update. There's more to do, so please do tag along with the next one as well. So from the Linleys Garden Railway, thanks for watching and bye for now.